If they could see me now, that little gang of mine. I'm eating fancy chow and drinking fancy wine. I'd like those stumble bums to see for a fact the kind of top drawer, first-rate chumps I attract. All I can say is, wow, look at where I am. Tonight I landed, pow, right in a pot of jam. What a setup, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now. See me now, my little dusty group, traipsing round this $1 million chicken coop. I'd hear those thrift shop cats say, brother, get him, draped on a bedspread made from 3 kinds of skin. All I can say is, wow, wait till that Rip and Wrath see just exactly how she signed her autograph. What a build-up, holy cow. They never believe it if my friends could see me now. If they could see me now, alone with Mr. E, who's waiting on me like he was a maitre d', I'd hear my buddies say, hey, well, what gives? Tonight he's living just like the other half lives. To think the highest brow, which I must say is he, should pick the lowest brow, which no doubt is me. Oh, what a step up, holy cow. They never believe it if my friends could see me now.
Michael, I definitely wanted to open with that song. Thank you for learning that for tonight.
Yeah, sure. And you know, because it's typical of Cy Coleman, who is what we're celebrating tonight. The music of Cy Coleman, the very, very prolific Broadway composer who wrote 13 Broadway shows, 12 of which actually appeared on Broadway. 1 never made it. And in a slew of things for television and popular song and jazz. And he wrote with amazing collaborators, you know, Carolyn Lee and David Zippel and, you know, Dorothy Fields and Compton and Green. And you get to hear a lot of this great music tonight. Fantastic music, actually.
And the funny thing about Cy Coleman, when you mention him to most people, they go, oh, Sweet Charity, what else? And I'm like, what else? I mean, there's so many great shows. And then songs that weren't even in shows, like some of the ones in tonight's show.
Yeah.
That Sinatra did.
They became standards. I mean, that's the thing about, you know, remember when Broadway composers wrote standards? They wrote songs that actually made it onto the radio. And he's the perfect example of somebody who did that over and over and over again. So.
Yeah, great. I love all of his songs. And you're going to hear an array of them tonight, probably a little, but of course there is actually one or two more from Sweet Charity than everything else.
Yeah.
But we did represent some of the other shows too.
Come on, it's probably, undoubtedly Sweet Charity was probably his biggest commercial success.
It keeps getting revived and performed everywhere. But a lot of his other shows you don't see. No. You don't see too many productions of Barnum and stuff. Roger's Follies gets revived a lot.
You know why you don't see Barnum? Because it requires circus performers. I mean, it's not just it's basically The Greatest Show. Before you had The Greatest Showman, you had Barnum, right?
That's true.
And it's the story that was in The Greatest Showman. You know, it's P.T. Barnum and all the circus acts plus the life of Barnum. So you have all the music, and then you have the acrobats, and you have the bearded lady. I mean, it's an expensive show to do. So you're not going to see it a lot. City of Angels, another show that's in tonight's, that we're doing some songs from tonight. Part of it's in black and white, part of it's in color. And you have 2 different casts. So it's very expensive. So some of these shows were really a product of the era that they were created.
Look at everybody watching tonight. Thank you all for joining us. And those of you who have never watched us before, I'm Bob Egan, and this is Michael Troutman. And we are coming to you from New Hope, Pennsylvania, which is somewhere between Philadelphia and New York. If you drew a line and went over a little to the west, you get New Hope.
George Washington slept here, more or less.
He did, pretty much. And it's good to see people watching from all over. I see somebody, was it George from Arizona?
Cool.
I love seeing new people, especially from halfway across the country. George Schroeder, there he is. Hi, George. And hi, Karen Clayton and Michelle Mercado and Michael and Bennett Lee and Leslie's out there in Oklahoma City. Oh, let me say hi to a few other people. Jane Steffens is with us from the UK, and Ed McLaughlin from North Carolina. Dennis and Sandy. David Rickle, good to see you tonight too. Debbie Gwynn, Paul, welcome back. They're newbies. They don't miss a show now. And hi, Saul, who's going to be in the show tonight, and Penny Katz and Dottie and Judy, Ted and Kathy and Happy and Sam, and the list goes on and on and on. Anyway, so we're going to move on, and we'll talk more as the show goes on. This next song I love the song. You probably all know it.
Talk about a standard, right?
Talk about a standard,
Yeah.
and Frank Sinatra, of course, made it famous among many, many other people. But tonight, we don't have Frank Sinatra, since we have a lot of show to follow after the song, and I guess aptly named, the song is The Best Is Yet to Come. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing not so best about this, so here is Jack Sabatino.
Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything started to hum. Still, it's a real good bet, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway. Wait till our lips have met. Wait till you see that sunshine day. You ain't seen nothing yet. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? The best is yet to come the day you're mine. Come the day you're mine. I'm gonna teach you to fly. We've only tasted the wine. We're gonna drain that cup dry. Wait till your charms are right for these arms to surround. You think you've flown before, but you ain't left the ground. Wait till we share our first embrace. Wait till I draw you near. Wait till you seen that sunshine space. Ain't nothing like it here. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? The best is yet to come the day you're mine. Come the day you're mine. Yeah, I hope you'll be mine.
Nice, Jack. And Michael, how nice of you to set Jack out with the cherry blossoms.
And it matched his jacket. Did you notice that?
That's
sort of
sweet.
like, you know. Wasn't he in a cherry blossom field?
Well, of course. It was magic how I took the piano out there. So it's fun. I don't know what. Let's see. I'm going to answer two questions at once because Dottie asked if this is the new piano. So we are excited to debut this tonight. We're gonna make more fuss over this in 2 weeks when we do the anniversary show because I want to talk to you about.
Because we're actually talking about a piano theme.
Yes, and I want to talk that night too about Arlene, the pianist who this used to belong to, and so now I finally own a Steinway, and it's a Steinway B, so it's 7 feet, and I got some new bass strings on it, and we are getting new hammers next week. So by the time we have the anniversary show, it's going to be just where we want it to be.
When was that piano built? Do you know?
1966.
There you go. Oh,
Steinway.
It's a year older than me.
Yeah. So I'm proud to say that I have Arlene Gerstenberger Jones, who's a classical pianist and concert pianist, who would have been 97 next week.
We'll talk more about that.
I'm going to talk about that more on May 3rd, but I do want to say that I'm proud to be playing this piano and putting it to good use and having a lot of singers sing with it. When we came to do his video for tonight, it had just come and it wasn't even in tune yet, so I was hoping that nobody would really notice. But Jack, we just laughed and we had a good time doing that song, even with the piano being out of tune.
The cherry blossoms were a distraction.
And the cherry blossoms were to distract you. They were intentional. Michael, you're good. Well, anyway.
Hey, Linda Walsh. I see Linda Walsh up there.
Linda Walsh,
yeah,
hey.
Joni Schneider.
And I saw Aileen O'Neill Stahl and Vinny and Lorelei and Vincent from Chicago and Arlene Rosen, who does a shout out to Rebecca too, and Jimmy Two Canes. And who were you going to say, Michael?
And Dean Schneider was there as well.
Yay, Dean.
I saw a Mexican name fly by. I thought, was that somebody from Tablizo Juan Carlos?
Oh, that's Juan. That's Juan.
That's
It was in our show
Juan.
last time.
I didn't know his first name was Tablizo.
Yes, Tablizo. Yes, that's Filipino.
Juan was here
Filipino.
right before you went to Mexico. I thought maybe you're
Don't go there.
You started a whole different fan club.
Made lots of new friends.
Yeah.
I had the best time in Mexico. The people are so nice.
They're
The
very
food
nice.
is great. It's beautiful. The temperature is perfect. And there's a lot of hills, and you walk and you walk and walk, and my feet are still sore.
Speaking of nice people.
But nice people. We have Ted Jamison back.
Yes, Ted Jamison. Hey, Ted.
And as
Hi,
Christian
how are ya?
pointed out, if you put Ted and I in the same room, you've got like not Easter eggs as much as like Starburst. We're Starburst colors.
You kind of are. Or part of the Chuckles box.
Oh, Michael. Chuckles. All right. So anyway, Ted's going to sing. This first song is from what, Little Me?
It's from Little Me.
Yay.
Little Me, of course, was a comedy musical written by Neil Simon. And Sly Coleman did the score for it. And was it?
Carolyn Lee.
Carolyn Lee, yeah, Carolyn Lee. So it's a really fun show. We were just talking about how it's been revived a couple times, and Ted seemed like every revival. And I've only seen one revival, and I thought it was a fun show. Real live girls from this, and nobody's doing that tonight, which is a really fun song. But you said they were I've never done this with a real live girl.
I forgot about that song for tonight.
I know, that would probably be a good song for me. Anyway.
I'll throw it on you.
For multiple reasons. But this is a great song from that show. Ted Jamison.
You've got no time for me. You've got big things to do. Well, my sweet chickadee, I've got hot news for you. I've got your number. I know you inside out. You ain't no Eagle Scout. You're all at sea. Oh yes, you'll brag a lot, wave your own flag a lot, but you're unsure a lot. You're a lot like me. Oh, I've got your number, and what you're looking for, and what you're looking for just suits me fine. We'll break those rules a lot, we'll be damned fools a lot, but then why should we not? How could we not combine when I've got your number and I've got the glow you've got. I've got your number and baby, you know you've got mine. We'll break those rules a lot, we'll be damn fools a lot, but then why should we not? How could we not combine when I've got your number and what you're looking for, and what you're looking for just suits me fine. We'll break break those rules a lot. We'll be damned fools a lot. But then why should we not? How could we not combine when I've got your number and I've got the glow you've got? I've got your number and baby, you know you've got mine.
Ted Jamison.
Yeah. Well, Ted's not done. He's going to do another one right
He's
now,
not
too.
done. And this next song is from Sweet Charity, right?
Yes.
And so that's, as we said before, a musical that was probably his most commercially successful musical. They bring it back quite a bit. The last revival with Christina Applegate about 10 years ago or so. The lyrics from this is Dorothy Fields, right? Did Dorothy Fields write the lyrics for Sweet Charity?
Yep.
And Dorothy Fields, as you know, was very successful many, many years before, back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, very successful lyricist. And one day, Cy Coleman went up to Dorothy Fields at a party and said, I'm working on a show, why don't you collaborate with me? And she said, and he was expecting her to say no, because it's Dorothy Fields. And she said, thank God somebody asked, because she was not doing anything. People took for granted that she was busy. She wasn't doing anything. So I guess it proves the point. If you want something, ask for it. So a great song from Sweet Charity. Once again, Ted Jamison.
Where am I going and what will I find? What's in this grab bag that I call my mind? What am I doing alone on the shelf? Ain't it a shame? No one's to blame but myself. Which way is clear when you've lost your way year after year? Do I keep falling in love for just the kick of it, staggering through the thin and thick of it, hating each old and tired trick of it? Know what I am, I'm good and sick of it. Where am I going? Why do I care? Run to the Bronx or Washington Square. No matter where I run, I meet myself there, looking inside me. What do I see? Anger and hope and doubt. What am I all about? Where am I going? You tell me. Which way is clear when you've lost your way year after year? Do I keep falling in love for just the kick of it, staggering through the thin and thick of it, hating each old and tired trick of it? Know what I am, I'm good and sick of it. Where am I going? Why do I care? Run to the Bronx or Washington Square. No matter where I run, I meet myself there, looking inside me. What do I see? Anger and hope and doubt. What am I all about? Where am I going? You tell me.
Ted
Nice,
Jamison!
I always
Where is
love
Ted
that
going?
song.
Oh, I
Love that
I
song.
think Ted went that way.
What's that?
Ted went that way.
He went that way? He went that. I don't know where he went. He just
Thank you,
disappeared.
Ted. Thank you very much.
He went back into the Easter egg field.
Yeah,
Back into the Easter egg field.
I know. At one side of the room we have yellow, and one side we have like a whole different color combination going on. Green and orange. Green and orange, yeah. You'll see.
Yeah, we have a fun group here tonight. We're
We
all having a
do.
good time. And
Celebrating the music of Cy Coleman.
I was going to tell people so many things. Everyone's asking me, someone said to you, how was Mexico? Mexico was great. I actually had an actual
Vacation.
vacation. I actually had rest.
Yeah.
I actually had the first vacation probably ever where I had breakfast off the beach, went to the beach for 5 hours or more, took little walks, took a little rest after the beach, and went to dinner, and then went to bed. I got 8 hours sleep several nights in a row,
Wow.
all but one.
Wow.
And it was a good, yeah. So,
But while you were gone, I got no sleep, so, you know.
well, I mean, that's life. That's what the people say. I have no answer for that.
I know.
But anyway, well,
But I'm glad you had a great time.
no, I had a great time. I was thinking today, my favorite line of Eddie Bruce and I went away. This is like a best friends trip we've been talking about for 8 years. And well, not 8 years, but probably the last 3. And my favorite line of Eddie's was the whole trip. He was laying out in the sun one day and he said, "This is the most still I have been since my last MRI."
Yeah, you have to be pretty still.
Isn't that great? It was just perfect.
And I have to tell you that when you came back, and I guess I could say this on the air, that somebody actually stopped you and said, "I watched you on Virtual Piano Bar."
Yeah, that when I went into one of the piano bars there, the owner came right up to me and said, "I watch you on your virtual piano bar thing." I'm like, "What?"
So you truly are international.
Oh,
like, it's
well,
crazy.
International Bob.
International celebrity Bob Egan checking in to Puerto Vallarta for his vacation.
The other funny thing, I will tell you one other funny story. So on the last night, Eddie and I were having gelato on a sidewalk, and we were talking to some other people. And this guy was walking by, like a strolling musician.
Yeah.
And he had the hat on and his guitar, and he was just so nice. I mean, everybody was so nice, and we always would say, "Oh, but yeah, play something for us." And he said, "What do you want to hear?" He said, "An American song, right?" And Eddie said, "No, we want to hear a Spanish song. We want to hear something in your language." And he said, "Well, what, a tango or what?" And I said, "A tango." So he did this song, and after about the 5th verse,
You're like,
Eddie said, we both said at the same time, we said, "How many more verses are there?" We do have to be on a plane in the morning.
remember when we had was it a 5-minute
It was
limit?
hysterical. I didn't think a song was ever going to end. What's
We
that?
had a limit on when we first started, the videos had to be under a certain length because the program that wouldn't allow us to go over that length. Remember that?
Yep.
So that's like you should, edit. Too bad you couldn't edit
But Michael,
a song. Yeah.
I never told the performers that it could go over the length you just did right now.
We're not going to. I edit the videos, by the way. So
You
know,
just
snip,
did.
snip.
I didn't tell anyone that, so now you just got me.
So can we talk a little bit about this next song?
Let's go on to the next
Yeah,
song.
we'll talk about this next song because Penny Cats is up next with a song from
Wildcat.
Wildcat, exactly. And Wildcat is notable for a couple of things. So it was the first musical that Cy Coleman did for Broadway, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, and that musical starred Lucille Ball. And she wasn't necessarily known for her singing, and she was kind of nervous, and she was in and out of the show a lot because she really wasn't comfortable being on Broadway performing 8 shows a week. But it was the book for Wildcat was written by N. Richard Nash. N. Richard Nash wrote the play The Rainmaker, which is a very successful play, which was also turned into a musical by the author himself, N. Richard Nash. Do you know what that musical is? Ted knows it.
I do, and I just drew a blank. What is
It's
it?
110 in the Shade.
Oh.
So he wrote 2 musicals, and one of them was this one, which is Wildcat, and the other one is 110 in the Shade. And I could vouch for 110 in the Shade. That's a really fun show. But this song from Wildcat was one of the first songs I learned on the piano. So I give props to Penny Cats.
All eyes on Penny Cats.
All eyes on Penny Cats.
Please welcome Penny Cats.
Hey, look me over. Lend me an ear. Fresh out of clover. Mortgaged up to here. But don't pass the plate, folks. Don't pass the cups. I figure whenever you're down and out, the only way is up, and I'll be up like the rosebud high on the vine. Don't thumb your nose, bud, take a tip from mine. I'm a little bit short of the elbow room, so let me get me some. And look out, world, here I come. Nobody in the world was ever without a prayer. How can you win the world if nobody knows you're there? And when you need the crowd, the tickets are hard to sell. Still, you can lead the crowd if you can get up and yell. Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Fresh out of clover, mortgaged up to here. Don't pass the plate, folks. Don't pass the cops. I figure whenever you're down and out, the only way is up. And I'll be up like a rosebud high on the vine. Don't thumb your nose, bud. Take a tip from mine. I'm a little bit short of the elbow room, so let me get me some. And look out, world. Hear me shout, world. And look out, world. Here I come.
Michael, you had way too much fun on your Apple computer.
I know, you get the idea. Hey, look me over, so all eyes on her. Hey, look me.
All
hey,
eyes
look.
on
Hey,
look.
look, you know.
That was fun what you did with that. And fun, Penny. Thanks, Penny. I
Thank you,
love
Penny.
that song. I can't imagine that song not being in the show. That's just such a happy song, and it makes me want to march around the room.
I had too much fun with that green screen, so oh well.
But I can't march around the room because I'm connected and wired.
No, you've tried to get up a couple times. But being
Yeah,
wired,
and I
it's- yeah.
usually take things with me. It
Yeah.
just starts,
Yeah.
things start flowing through the place. I see James Henry's out there from my group from Dan and D from Whitehorse Village. How are you all? Good to see you. And who else? Rhoda Rogers, of course. And I just saw Patricia from South Jersey too. And Steve Long down in Boynton Beach. And Rosemary Convery and Joe Maloney. John Richardson is out there too. What do you know? Well, anyway, moving right along, we have another special live guest. We have Bill Tomer with us tonight.
Bill
And
Tomer.
he is going to sing a song that we weren't planning on doing tonight, but then he realized that no one was doing it, so we're now doing it.
So I'm on the spot.
So
This is a song, I just want to say this, when we were talking before about songs that weren't in musicals that became standards, this is one of them. And in fact, he wrote this song before he ever wrote a Broadway musical. And this is with his writing partner, Carolyn Lee.
yeah.
Go ahead, Bill Tomer.
Those fingers in my hair, that sly come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse a need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient witch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. 'cause it's witchcraft, that crazy witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you accuse of needing me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I'd never switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Bill
Nice,
Tummer! Hey, Bill. See?
Nice, Bill. So Bill's got a song from Sweet Charity.
Charity,
Yes,
yes.
it does. Did you want to talk about what?
Yes, and I wanted to thank Bill too. We have new microphones tonight too. We have a new pair of special new microphones, high end for our show, and they are compliments to the Virtual Piano Bar show from Bill Tomer. So thank you, Bill. That's very
you're
gracious
welcome.
of you. And we will use them in good health, and may you be one of the people to use them.
Again and again and
Again
again.
and
I appreciate that you brought me in your inaugural night of these, so, and the new piano too.
I know, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, we were talking. Was it at Odette's? You were saying it's got its own subwoofer because of the bass strings are so big.
Yes. Yes.
There we go.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
There you
Yeah, I didn't get to do that on Easter
No,
Sunday.
because you weren't here to
go. Superstar. There you go.
If John Ward is listening, I'm thinking of you. Anyway,
My mind is
John
clear.
Ward always sings that at Easter time.
Yes.
Heaven on Their Minds from Jesus Christ Superstar, which Ty Coleman didn't write, so we're
He
not
didn't
going
write
to talk
that.
about.
But this next song from Sweet Charity, I forgot about. Totally forgot about until Bill suggested it. So this is something that you won't hear all the time.
I won't hear anywhere
Well,
else.
I know. So I'm so glad you're doing this.
Well, it's kind of interesting because the first couple lines in this, there was a community theater production of it, and I auditioned for it, and the first couple lines of it, I said, that's typecasting. When you listen to the lines and you know how I sing, you'll figure it out.
Well, once again, Bill Tummer.
It's tough for a loudmouth mug like me, who all time bellows like a bull, to make with the words about the missus to be, when what you think is an empty heart is full. Tomorrow when you say, I do, I'll die. I'm almost too ashamed to tell you why. I love to cry at weddings, how I love to cry at weddings. I walk into a chapel, then get happily hysterical. The ushers and attendants, the family dependents, I see them and I start to snip. Have you an extra handkerchief? And all through the service, while the bride and groom look nervous, tears of joy are streaming down my face. I love to cry at weddings, anybody's weddings, anytime, anywhere, any place. And all through the service, while the bride and groom look nervous, tears of joy are streaming down my face. I love to cry at weddings, anybody's weddings, anytime, anywhere, any place.
Bill Tummer!
I love that song. Thank you, Bill.
Fun song.
That was fantastic. And it was
Thank
the
you.
liveliest song on our show tonight. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and it's not a dirgy ballad, right?
I know. I'm counting on you now.
Yeah,
You brought it. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you
know.
so much.
thank you.
Awesome.
So thank you,
great song.
Bill.
So
That's
much
a lot
fun.
of fun. Yeah, I love to cry at weddings too. I'm embarrassed when I'm crying at weddings that I don't even know these people. I'm like, that's so sweet. I hope they make it.
Maybe that's why you're crying.
No. I'm very. I don't. Think
You're a
bad.
romantic
I
at
don't
heart.
think bad things at anything. Want to thank you all too for keeping our show going with your wonderful contributions on Venmo and PayPal and cash checks and everything else you've done to help support us doing this, because we do have overhead and everything, equipment, internet costs, lighting, you name it. So thank you very much, because we couldn't do it without you. We don't have a single sponsor. We have lots of little sponsors.
Well, we have a sponsor now.
And
The
angels.
microphone's sponsored by Bill Tummer.
Bill Tummer.
You know,
And
I mean, I can't because when we say, "Oh, we got this and we got that," it's because of the generosity of everybody. We've been able to do any of this. None of this would exist. None of this would exist.
And the piano is sponsored by selling another piano.
I know.
That's what it is. So anyway, I want to move on right now. I love this next song too. I forgot about this song, and I was so glad that Tony mentioned he wanted to do it, because I'd never played it before, and I always love this song. And it was actually when I went to play it for him, I found it to be even more interesting than I remembered it.
Well, another song that even though he was such a prolific, Coleman was a prolific Broadway composer. This is when he was
Not a
first
Broadway
starting
song.
out.
Yeah.
He was in his early 20s. He had a trio, and he composed music for this trio to play mostly in New York. Somehow this song ended up in Sinatra's lap, and he did a whole album. I think the album is actually titled this song. And so it became, along with things like Witchcraft, these sort of jazz standards that have nothing to do with Broadway, showing once again what a prolific composer, I don't know what that was, what a prolific composer Cy Coleman was.
So without further ado, please welcome Tony Ruggieri.
I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. I've got habits even I can't explain. I start for the corner, wind up in Spain. Why try to change me now? I sit and daydream, I've got daydreams galore. Cigarette ashes, there they go on the floor. I go away weekends, leave my keys in the door. Why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk, people stare, so I try. That's not for me, I can't see my kind of world go passing me by. So let them wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I'll love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember I was always your clown? Why try to change me now? So let them wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I'll love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember I was always your clown? Why should I change? Why try to change me now?
That's so well done, Tony.
Really lovely song.
I
Thank you,
love
Tony.
that.
That's
And,
great.
I love that. This is great. It's a beautiful melody. I mean, Cy Coleman wrote melody. He wrote the music, and his melodies are just so amazing. There's just nothing trite about anything he ever wrote.
He also produced a lot of his own work, including he started producing his own musicals on Broadway. Obviously not by himself, but he was over the title producer for a lot of things. So he had his hand in the whole production from beginning to end, whether it was in the studio or on the stage. So
Good stuff.
good stuff.
I want to say hi to a couple other people before we bring up our next live special guest. Jeff Tagan and Rick Mayer watching us from up in Cape Cod, and Julie and Ken over in Doylestown. And Rebecca is here now, Rebecca Garfine, and my cousin Patty down in Florida. Hi, Patty. Dal Fredericks is with us, another wonderful performer. Kathy Mestman, Barry Reed, my friends the Jekyll, hi Jean, and Judy Polinovsky, and Jim Taylor's with us tonight too. And Jimmy Two Canes wants to know what size is my jacket. It is a medium or a men's 40 regular.
There you go.
So if you see
Ask
color,
and you ask it right.
if you see a color and you go, Bob, should I have that color? 40 regular or
Well, you have every
medium.
color.
Huh?
You have every color.
Oh, there are more colors.
They invent new colors every year.
There are always more colors. There are always more colors. I love having all these colors. And you know what happens when I wear black? You know what people say?
I think you look snazzy in all colors,
I like
including black.
Well, I
including
usually
black.
wear a fancy tie with the
When
black.
you wear black, it's because it's formal. You only really wear it when it's formal.
I like to just shake things up. That's what we had to do in 2020. We had to shake things up because things were kind of dark.
We're going to shake things up now with
Lori
this better singer from
Hinson.
Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. It's crazy to come all the way here from Phoenixville. Oh my
Yes,
God!
it is.
I'm glad you did. Let Christian take me out while I fix her screen.
Heck, fix her screen. Screen. There you go.
He's making me taller.
I know. Well, now I feel like I probably should be back here so we're the same. We look like I'm not like this. The closer I get, the more unattractive it is.
It is.
It is kind of. It's like look. When you can start seeing my skin.
Okay.
We noticed we moved that microphone back.
I know we moved the guest mic back. All the guests look so incredible. And as they move it back, I seem to be getting pressed more close to this bookcase,
Yeah,
where
you're
you could
trapped
find
back there.
where you could find the Bob Egan CD, by the way, on the bookcase. And if you need Bob's, it is available for sale. This one is currently out selling it, and so we encourage more. I'm sorry.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But you can get this on michaeltroutman.com. And if you want, just email me about this one, and I'd be happy to sell you copies of Bob's CD. This one, he also has 2 others, including a holiday one. And maybe you want to do some Christmas music in July, so, now's the time. Right? Right.
Yeah.
So, anyway. But Lori's here to sing. And
I love the show City of Angels because I had David Zippel who wrote the lyrics for this, along with Cy Coleman. David's from Easton, Pennsylvania.
That's correct. Not far from
And
here.
I had gotten to know David, and I was invited to one of the cast parties at, it wasn't Cy Coleman's place, but Cy Coleman was there. And I was sitting talking with a woman at a table, and I finally realized after 20 minutes it was Barbara Cook.
Barbara off stage was not very glamorous.
No, she looked like she came out of her kitchen and
Put on a muumuu.
yeah, it's just that.
Yeah.
I mean, but I kind of liked that she. I don't. I just didn't think anything of it. But I that's why I didn't pick up on that it was Barbara Cook.
But this song, you're singing from City of Angels. So City of Angels, as I mentioned before, is actually a show that is about making movies. And it's a screenwriter and as he's writing the movie, you see it. So the screenwriter is in the present day meaning 1945 California, and that's in color. And the movie that he's writing is film noir in black and white. So it's a very complicated show. There's these 2 casts that work. Some people are in both, but they're sort of in disguise with, hair and makeup and dresses. And at one point, it intersects. It comes together because the character starts talking and singing directly to the playwright. And this song is from the film noir part, the black and white part. And it's very sexy.
I love
see.
this song.
I love this song. So here to give some steamy Wednesday night fun to all of us in the virtual piano bar world. Take it away, Laurie Henson.
There's not a morning that I open up my eyes and find I didn't dream of you. Without a warning, though it's never a surprise, soon as I wake, thoughts of you rise. With every breath I take, at any time or place, I close my eyes and see your face, and I'm embracing you. If only I believe that dreams come true, darling. You were the one who said forever from the start, and I've been drifting since you've gone out on a lonely sea that only you can chart. I've been going on, knowing that my heart will break with every breath I take. At any time or place, I close my eyes and see your face, and I'm embracing you. If only I believe that dreams come true, darling. You were the one who said forever from the start, and I've been drifting since you've gone out on a lonely sea that only you can chart. I've been going on, knowing that my heart will break with every breath I take.
Laurie Henson, ladies and gentlemen. Laurie.
Laurie Henson. All right.
We've had a lot of good music tonight, Bob.
Yeah, we had a lot of good music, and we have a song coming up right now that we were not going to do tonight, but we should have been doing, and so we're doing it anyway.
So thank
And
God
Lori
knows
just
it.
happened to know it. So,
It's one of those songs stuck in my head.
and it happens to be from Sweet Charity.
No, wait, we need different hair for this.
Oh yeah, you gotta shake it up, shake it up.
We need a boa. I don't know.
Oh, I have so many boas at home.
Just pretend you have a bow.
Okay, here we go.
Lori Henson.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? Well, let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every guy I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Ooh. Oh, wouldn't you like to have fun, 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 fun? How's about a good laugh, laugh, laugh? Let me show you a good time. Gonna show you a good time. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? Well, let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every guy I see. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. Spend a little time with me. How's about it, palsy?
Lori Henson. Thank you, Lori. Thanks for coming out tonight. And thanks to all the big spenders out there on PayPal and Venmo, right?
Lori's husband's at home going, she didn't tell me she was going to do that one tonight.
I'm just saying, Bob, thanks to all the big spenders who are sending you
I
tips.
heard that. I heard that.
Gotta say it again.
I don't miss a thing. Is that Brian Mitchell? Hi, Brian
I know.
Mitchell.
Anyway,
Good to
I'm
see you out there,
shameless.
too.
Shameless I am. So we only have 2 songs left in the show tonight.
Yeah, and before we do the next one, I want to say Arnie Fox. Arnie, I hope you're getting better and
Yes.
going to be hanging out with us all again soon. And who else? I hope I didn't miss it. I probably missed a lot of people. I hope that's every week.
And then you'll watch it tonight and go, oh, I didn't know.
And I also want to say hi to Tracy Parks, who, if he is watching, the owner of Encanto down in Puerto Vallarta, who said he watches the show. And he was very gracious and had me play for some singers when I was down there. And I had a ball, and I'll probably go down there and work sometime too.
I hope so. I see 2 comments were pinned, I think, by Christian. John Richardson was watching the show tonight, which is nice.
I said hi to John Richardson,
And
yeah.
then Paul says that I need a pink jacket.
You need a pink jacket? Well, yeah. Well, I guess we got to get one in your size.
I've actually kind of been looking at the pink jackets, but not like pink. Like, if it's going to be pink for me, it's going to be kind of like,
Michael's pink.
Yeah.
You're
my
pink.
Yeah.
Your kind of pink.
Yeah.
And hi to Katrina in case she's watching. And in
Katrina-
2 weeks, Katrina, I'll do a nice thing on your. I have some pictures I saved of your mom, and I want to talk about her on our anniversary show when the new Hammers are on too.
Which Katrina? This is Katrina.
Oh, Katrina, that's my friend whose daughter. I mean, it was her mother's piano.
Oh, how nice.
This was her mother's piano, so she's happy.
Oh, then we'll hear all about that. in
to
2
see
weeks.
it being played. Well, the next song. I'm going to move on to the next song. The next song is that the I guess there were 4 total songs that were in the show that were not from shows.
Right.
And this is a really early Cy Coleman song. And I always love this song. I knew this by Julie Wilson and all the people in the cabaret world back when I started following that back in the 80s and stuff. This song came up a lot, and Julie Wilson is the only really way I knew this song. And here tonight to sing it from Philadelphia, hasn't been on the show in a year and a half, and he's back, Saul Davis.
I have a feeling that beneath the little halo on your noble head, there lies a thought or two the devil might be interested to know. You're like the finish of a novel that I'll finally have to take to bed. You fascinate me so. I feel like Christopher Columbus when I'm near enough to contemplate the sweet geography descending from your eyebrow to your toe. The possibilities are more than I can possibly enumerate. That's why you fascinate me so. So sermonize and preach to me. Make your sanctimonious little speech to me. But oh my darling, please forgive my inability to concentrate. I feel I'm dealing with a powder keg that's just about to blow. Will the end result deflate me, or will you annihilate me? You fascinate me so. I have a feeling that beneath the little halo on your noble head, there lies a thought or two the devil might be interested to know. You're like the finish of a novel that I'll finally have to take to bed. You fascinate me so. I feel like Christopher Columbus when I'm near enough to contemplate the sweet geography descending from your eyebrow to your toe. The possibilities are more than I can possibly enumerate. That's why you fascinate me so. So sermonize and preach to me. Make your sanctimonious little speech to me. But oh my darling, please forgive my inability to concentrate. I feel I'm dealing with the powder keg that's just about to blow. Will the end result deflate me, or will you annihilate me? You aggravate me, you irritate me, you fascinate me so.
Saul, that was your
Thank you,
most
Saul.
charming number yet that you've done on the show. I love your faces at the end. Those were charming.
It was charming. And he had a lot of little comments during the show, which I thought were really sweet. He was talking about how he said he saw Barbara Cook eat a sandwich in her kitchen because his window was across from hers. He's fun.
Well, part of her sandwich was on that dress when I saw her. Seriously. But anyway, I love that, son. Cy
I know
Coleman's fun.
Look, he's reminding us that we have upcoming shows.
Yes. I have upcoming shows. We do have upcoming shows, do we? We do have upcoming shows.
We have upcoming shows. Christian put it up on the screen that the wheel is coming. Let me tell you, I ordered the wheel, Bob. I actually ordered this freestanding wheel. None of this virtual stuff. None of this, like, gonna press a button on a screen. An actual wheel in the studio next week.
Well, that's going to be fun. That's next week. Next week is going to be a show unlike any other show you've seen before because we don't even know what songs are going to be picked to be in it, but we know the singers that are picking the songs that will be in it.
And they're all crazy, and they're all texting me saying, "Can I phone a friend?" I'm not kidding. And the answer is, your friends will be in the room.
Yeah, can I phone a friend? So, let me call Ann Hampton Calloway. Maybe she'll run in and jump in for me right now.
Seriously, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. Next week is really about fun and camaraderie and about the fact that we've created this family of people that just support each other, and they'll be supporting each other literally on the spot. So it's going to be so much fun. So much fun.
There's Terry Fenningham. I see he's watching, and he aptly named the wheel of misfortune. Before I tell you about the other upcoming shows, I want to say hi to Jack Putnick's out there, and Will Donnelly, and John Ward is here. I was right. I knew John never misses.
So, but you mentioned the other shows.
The other shows. So the following week, 2 weeks from tonight, is our 2-year anniversary show on May 4th, and we have then a variety show, which is going to be crazy fun that night with our special guest here that night, including Warren Shine, who's going to be here.
Finally.
And then the music of James Taylor and Carly Simon. Our Naughty Show, which leads us into the Memorial Day weekend. That's going to be cray-cray.
Naughty songs.
And June 1st has 5 Wednesdays. We have a variety show. We have the music of Charles Strauss, which is not just going to be songs from Annie and Bye Bye Birdie. No. And then we have a whole night of TV themes, songs from TV shows, TV themes. That's going to be a lot of fun, too. And you'll be singing along the whole night. There's the story. No, anyway. And then the June 22nd, the Great Summer Vacation Show, our summer kickoff show. And then June 29th, a singer you may have heard of, we're going to do a night of Frank Sinatra.
We've never done a solo Sinatra night.
We haven't.
We've did done Rat Pack. Yeah.
But now we're going to do an evening of Sinatra. And before we do this last song, which Michael's going to sing, and it's a song from on the 20th century, we want to thank Christian out in Oregon. Hi, Christian. Wave to everybody. It's good to have you with us tonight, as always.
People are asking when you're going to sing again.
They loved your song last week, Christian. They
Just
loved.
saying.
Oh, my God. That North Star thing was so good.
Just saying.
Everyone loved you.
You don't want me on Naughty Night.
Oh.
You don't want it.
I can only imagine what that's like.
I can only imagine, yes.
He probably says some choice words. We can't hear him during the show, right? So can you imagine when we're screwing up on this end, what he's saying on that end?
It's hysterical. Out in Oregon. And thank you, John Richardson, for starting this whole virtual piano bar network, inviting us to join it. And more than inviting us, coercing me to join it, twisting my arm, and it was the best twist I ever had. Mm-hmm. So I have always loved this song, and nobody ever sings this song. I walk in, when I went into that piano bar on Monday night in Puerto Vallarta, 3 or 4 songs into it, Dennis Crow, this amazing piano player, plays this song. And I said, Dennis, I can't believe you're playing this song. I'm doing a Cy Coleman show on Wednesday, and I have in mind who should sing it, and it is Michael.
Well, it's funny because you came back and you said, "What are you going to sing?" And I said, "Well, I have some idea." And I said, "I've never done this song, and I like it. It's And you said, and your eyes opened up like, "Yeah, like that's what you would want me to sing." So for once we were of my like mind. But so this is from the musical On the 20th Century. Which is based on the play 20th Century about a train. And on the train is this producer. I can't remember if he's a movie producer or a musical producer. He's trying to lure back his great singing partner to the stage. And so this song is one that they share about singing. And I just want to say that On the 20th Century is one of those musicals that sort of flies under the radar. There was a revival a couple years ago with Kristen Chenoweth, but not many people know it. So it's kind of neat to do a song from, and it won 4 Tony Awards, so there's that. But from On the 20th Century.
It's a fun show.
It's a fun show.
Beautiful song here. Comden and Green, lyrics by Comden and Green.
world is like a play, all about a pair of lovers. The plot says only we may enter, and only we may share the light of love, stage center. And our private world is sweet like this, complete like this, far beyond the throng, sure and strong, we belong. Together, you, opposite me, opposite you, safe on our planet made only for two. Night after night, day after day, living our private two-character play here in our private world. Our private world is not sweet as this, complete like this, far beyond the throng, sure and strong, we belong. Together, you, opposite me, opposite you, safe on our planet made only for two. Night after night, day after day, living our private character play here in our private world.
Nice song. Hi, Rich Runge. I just saw him pop in too. And Kathy Brzezinski. Thank you, Michael. Beautiful song, beautifully done. And Goldie's here too. Wow. Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. Let's get our cast up here for a little show them to wave goodbye.
Wave goodbye.
Bill, you know the routine.
Yeah.
And
He's here
Ted
with us.
and Lori. We also have Becky here too, Becky DiCarlo. She's going to be on the
Becky, say
show
hi.
really soon. Yay, you can say hi in the picture. Hey, everybody, have a good night. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week for the Wheel of Misfortune. Be there when Lord knows what is going to happen.